on YouTube. To watch the full episode, you want to transition over to my YouTube channel. That's where I'm getting it really popping for you guys. Free morning tips and advice. As a certified goal achievement coach, PCS certified, I want you to know that my goal is to help you transition from whatever you're dealing with now into whatever goal you have. All right. That transition is not easy. It's not easy. So put some resources and some manpower behind your goal and your position. I will make sure that you get that. I've been doing it for 3 years exclusively, and I want you to know I'm ready to do it for you. Last night, their brother Derek Colors and I, we discussed Manhood 101. If you missed it, go to YouTube at Taibu Mu'addib 4019, and we'll get that in. I'll put that in the comment section for you guys, just so you guys know where to go. I don't want you to miss the opportunity. Let me go ahead and paste that for you. Go over there. I'm going to pin this comment. Go over there to my YouTube channel and subscribe. You don't want to miss it. I'm going to put subscriptions on all my pages anyway, but YouTube is going to be the one you want to put your money behind to follow Taibu Mu'addib. All right. I'm going to do all my stuff over there. And they're the ones that don't censor me as much, because when you have two heterosexual men who are proud to be, straight men and are dealing with still issues in our society that's transitioning into anything goes. The bottom line is we straight men, we heterosexual men still want to have solid relationships, good women to make and call our wife, and to build families in our community. That's what we want. That's what we want. So get in the comment section and let me know how you feel about that. But that's really where it's at. All right. I want you guys to know that. I'm not afraid or ashamed to say that. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of what that looked like yesterday as we talked and discussed. Getting to know that brother was a huge deal. Someone that played NFL football, someone from the Dallas-Fort Worth area where I'm currently podcasting from. And so I want you to know that I appreciate the brother Derek Colors, man, for getting on there, single and fathering. I'm telling you right now, it's a big deal to be out here and making it happen. I want you guys to know that. So to be honest with you, I'm really excited to be able to share a portion of this with you. Their brother really had a lot of good things to say, and I'm happy that he's coming out with his own man panel where he's going to prepare. He's going to aim to bring brothers myself on to help prepare young men in the community to know what manhood and being a real man is like. So I appreciate him for coming on the show yesterday. I'm going to give you guys a small portion of that later. All right. Here locally in the news in Texas, definitely, I have to talk about the border issues. I was raised in Wisconsin, and you don't have Canadians trying to sneak over the border in Wisconsin in the cold, in the snow. But down here in Texas, you definitely have Mexicans, Mexican nationals, Mexicans that are native of Mexico trying to get to America. And there should be a process for people that don't understand what the border situation is about. Listen, there should be a process. America, yes, it's a great big country, but think about smaller countries in Africa or in Europe. There should be a process to you just coming into space and living there, because population control is an issue. The planet is overpopulated, billions of folks on the planet. And what that means is that the people who are already here have to share resources, water, space, highway space, it's an issue. So people staying where they at or going through a process to come live somewhere else, it's an important matter. So it's not just, about, the culture and about, we don't want them, Mexicans over here, none of that stuff. But there should be a process to make sure it's like riding the bus or riding the subway, right? People get on, it gets crowded, you're shoulder to shoulder. It's uncomfortable. Let's be honest. If you do it every day, it's uncomfortable. And so what I'm saying is if people are born, and just because they're, adjacent to us, the continent is attached to, just because they're born somewhere, you have to go through a process to live in America. And people over here, it's like, oh, they're doing us on the treating us so wrong. Trust me, Trust me, you can't say a person is a criminal if they go into a store and steal something. If you're not willing to say that a person who's not a citizen of the United States should be able to come over into the United States and just be a citizen. That's still a crime. Why wouldn't it be? So we have to look at crime and punishment for what it is. I like this new bill coming out saying, "Hey, we'll put them in jail and then deport them, or we'll just drop the charges if they just say, hey, I'll go back." So I mean that I know a lot of times I got arrested. They said, "Hey, I'll just put it back, or I'll just go back, or I'll just say I'm sorry. We'll let you go." You know what I'm saying? I wish that was the case for me many times. So I think that's the most humane thing. But if you look at it, everyone born in Mexico can be a United States citizen if they can just cross the border. What would that lead to? Right? What would that lead to? So I just want everybody to calm down and understand that there should be a process for becoming an American citizen. That's it. And that it's illegal if you don't follow the process. One of my own siblings married somebody to keep them in the country. And I thought it was a good thing for that sibling to do. But at the same time, that was because the process was going to send that person back to where they came from. They just didn't have any ties here. Law and order is important. The judicial system isn't important. It could use some work and a facelift, but it's important for us to remember when it comes to border patrols, it's not us against them. It's people that want to live here. Please do it legally. Go through the process. All right. Just is what it is. All right. Moving forward into the next thing. So, parents that have young people on social media. There was a report on the news this morning that a man was threatening a young lady on social media, like to harm her, to do something to her. And he was stalking her and locating her because she didn't realize that on the app that she was using, she didn't realize that she had the location on. So be vigilant when your young people sign up for these apps to make sure that they disable it, because for some of them, I believe Snapchat's one of them, your location is automatically on there. Or if they don't know that there are people out there that would misuse the locator, they put it on so their friends can see where they are. They're thinking just for the positive, not think about the negative. So have talks. And it happened to me too. I had a young person, I was living in my home, and this person had the locator on. And when I saw that, I made them immediately take it off, but it was concerning to me. Don't just think about the good side. Hey, my friends can see where I am or whatever, and we can hang out, or they know where I am. They can come check me out when school's out or whatever. No, there are bad people using these, positive social media apps in bad ways. That's just the bottom line. So if you turn on for a little while so your friends can find you and turn it back off, you can manipulate it like that. And I think that you should. But parents, beware about that. If you have young kids in your home, young teens, and they're using these apps, you want to make sure that you're monitoring that. All right. Okay, that's just free tips and advice all day. Taibu Mu'addib. If you want to see the entire episode, make sure you go over to my YouTube channel, Taibu Mu'addib 4019. I can't stress that enough. I'm going to hook you guys up that go over there and subscribe and get that done. Look for the subscriptions that pop up on my pages for subscriber-only content. So you guys want to know how I do what I do, right? You guys want to know how I get to the point where, okay, no more, working for the man, none of that stuff. What I want to do is I want to run my own business. I want to start my own company. I want to, make some things happen, make some things shake. I'm tired of punching the clock. I'm tired of getting up early in the morning and building somebody else's business when I should be building my own. I'm tired of being worried about being downsized or let go and not being able to take care of my family. Taibu, how do I get that done? I'm tired of being out of shape. My relationship is failing. What should I do? So there's things that a life coach like myself can help you line up and address properly. Definitely don't worry about it. All right. So moving forward, want to make sure that I get on both my Instagram pages and that I'm getting some love over here. If you want to be a guest on the show, like their brother Derek Colors, all you have to do is inbox me and DM me your request. I'll get you lined up. January seemed to be kind of full already, but there might be some alternates that I need to have in case some folks have scheduled, but they call off. All right. So going live over here at Taibu Mu'addib on Instagram. If you wonder why I have these pages, Taibu to Rise, that page over there, I've been doing podcasting for over 2 years. So that series over there, You're a Mess, that series, a lot of entertaining stuff, a lot of relationship stuff, a lot of life, stuff. It's a lot of good entertainment podcasting over there. If you want to stream something, forget Netflix and Hulu, go to Taibu to Rise Instagram, follow, and click that play button and see the drop down and tap into Your Mess, man, and just go crazy. You're gonna love it. I guarantee it. This morning, like I said, I want to make sure I get you guys just a portion of what it looks like, this real man thing. But first, as usual, I want to get you guys some motivation. Motivational speaking is my end game. It's my goal. It's what I want to do with my life. I want to travel and speak and inspire millions, right? That's what I want to do. Now, so every morning I make sure that I give you guys just a few words, because I want you guys to be at work. If you're listening to me at work right now, or if you're at home, I want you to understand that it's important to hear motivation, to hear what it sounds like, okay? To know that there's positive speaking happening into your life. I'm getting up to the point where I'm at about 1,000 views a day, now between my morning show and my evening show. And what I want to say is, it doesn't matter where you're at right now in your life. You can take control with the effort, focus, and commitment workbook and change agent. I teach and preach effort, focus, and commitment because they're internal vehicles that drive people to success. Every successful person, they have a great relationship with the level of effort they're putting into stuff, the level of focus they have on it, and the level of commitment to it. I can change your life in record time if you download the workbook. It's in the description today and get started working on it. All right. Taibu Mu'addib right here. Let's give you this motivation. Let me go to the screen share so my audience on YouTube can get the full effect of this. If you want the full effect, go over to YouTube right now. Stop your live right here. Let's go and make it happen together. Let's see what it's talking about. Let's go. All right.
And mentally, that you're able to push through and carry on. I'm out here running, and I get out and I work through it so that I can get better at it. The thing that kills anybody is the fact that spirit of I don't want to do it or I can't do it tends to manifest itself in your surroundings, and it slows down your progress so that you can push forward. Let me tell you, I promise you, life does not get easy for anybody. As a matter of fact, it gets harder for anybody that's living and breathing. So no matter what you do, you got to keep moving forward.
He got his mute on.
Can you hear us?
He directed toward the age group between 18 and 35.
All right.
Really what we're trying to do is we're trying to teach a generation of men to start preparing younger men to understand and learn how to be men. So we're gonna factor in a lot of different categories that we're gonna start with. Number one, being a great spiritual man. It all starts for us with our relationship with God. Then the second part is how to be a high character man. We don't have a lot of high character men. So we're going to focus on that. The third thing is being faithful husbands, men who know how to have self-control and learn how to build family, not just go off their emotions. And it all starts with him being a great, faithful, and dedicated husband. And then the fourth thing is being committed fathers, men who are willing to spend time and teach and train and prepare their children to go into adulthood.
Apologies for that. Let me start again. I have my mic muted. All right. So for guests like Mr. Derek Colors, he's available. You can go to his website or his social media page or Instagram, but definitely you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's the best way to get the full effects. He and I spent time after the show, off camera, off live anyway, and we were we were continuing to discuss things. And I was able to offer him, more free tips and advice. I don't bring folks on my show specifically to coach them, but generally, what I found over 2 years of podcasting, things come out. You find out things. They lost a loved one. They're going through a divorce, or they just got divorced, or they just are divorced, and they want to know what the next must move is. Other functional transitional things. They're starting a business, or a business, they had a business going, it's not going that well. All of you are in a phase where you could use structure, accountability, and just a proven roadmap on how to get yourself together so you can be more successful. So I was able to do that for Mr. Colors last night, and I appreciate him for allowing me to counsel him just a little bit on the finer points of certain things. That being said, I want to make sure that I move forward into what I have to say for today. With so much going on right now, again, you have to ask yourself, why is sexuality being attacked? Why is it wrong to be heterosexual? Say you're heterosexual. Why is it wrong to say I'm a straight male and that's I want to live a straight life? Why is it wrong now to be who you are if you're not in the fad and you're not moving with the movement of anything goes? I'm not comfortable with the anything goes mentality. All right. That's not for me. And I appreciate you guys for listening to what I have to say, because I intend to build you. My words should build you. The 4 things that he said, I feel like I have a good relationship with those 4 things right now, as far as helping, be an example, being a role model for younger men on how to achieve things with high character, with their spiritual center, being faithful in relationships. I'm telling you right now, I'm glad that brother came on because it was very validating for me as a straight man, as a heterosexual male. It was very validating for me as someone that wants to do the right thing and build a family and build my community by building my family stronger. So I want you guys to know that you come on the dating show, you come on, there's a dating show version of this. You come on the podcast, whatever you choose to involve yourself with. The bottom line is you have to make sure that you're in tune with your goals, your purpose. And the man, if you watch I'm gonna say when you guys don't want to miss it. When you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch the full replay, I'm telling you right now, he did a really great job of describing that you should always be chasing a purpose. And some of you don't have a connection with it. All that means is you have to expose yourself to more learning. You have to get out there and engage in the community, because invariably, what you're supposed to do with your life, you're going to be attracted to it. The universe, your spirit, your soul is craving an attraction out there, something out there. It could be knowledge based. It could be a class you take. Do something different. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm old school, 75, baby. When technology came out, I was already past really wanting to get involved in it. What happened was I was in between jobs, and the Urban League, shout out to the Urban League. You can say what you want about community organizations and nonprofits. The Urban League really changed my life. So I was in tune with them, job hunting, job skills. And they had a class come up with a partnership with a software company in Madison, Wisconsin called Intercom. Shout out to them. And they offered a 6-month course on Microsoft certification, and they sell spreadsheets. Do you know how invaluable it was to spend 6 hours a day for 6 months, not getting paid to gain that skill set? And when I say not getting paid, they did not pay us for going, but it's paying me now. All these years later, that was like 2001, 2002, maybe. And so if you want to be good at something or do better at something, dedicate yourself to adding new skills or a new skill set and increasing your knowledge. If you really want to be so stop trying to do new things or go in a new different direction the same way. Isn't that illogical? You want to just knock on your head. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. You guys who are viewing me and spending time with me this morning, I'm telling you right now, when you bring me into the fold and you say, Taibu Mu'addib, how can you really help me change my life? And my thing for you would be simply to ask, what change do you want to make? Because many of you don't know. If you're honest, many of you don't know what change you want to make. You want to see change. You want to see the beautiful equipment. You want to see change. You want to see yourself rising. You want to have a really nice car and a 5-bedroom home. You want to see change, but you don't really know what you want to change. If you say, Taibu Mu'addib, I want first step coaching, how can you change my life? I would ask you, what is it you want to change about your life? And many of you don't know. So many of you can't grow. Add a skill set, add knowledge. You need those two things. And that's what I provide at First Step Coaching. Just that simple. More effort, more focus and commitment. We can do it. Shout out to my man, The Chosen, over here, Big T Will, over here on Instagram at Taibu2Rise. We're doing it this morning for you, sir. 2024 is going to be a big year for you if you add something. Also, let me tell you something. Before you go through your first big challenge in 2024, I want you to know subtraction doesn't ask permission. Subtraction is going to happen at the drop of it. It's going to happen out of the blue. Subtraction is going to take up your time. People and things are going to try to subtract you from your goal. It's going to happen. Addition, on the other hand, does take time. Subtraction can happen in seconds. A car crash, a death, getting fired. Subtraction can happen in a heartbeat, but addition always takes time. That's why many of you are struggling to increase your knowledge, increase your skill set, and thus increase your life. Yeah, y'all gonna be on. The phone line's gonna be on. My client and community relations manager is gonna be reaching out to you guys that download the workbook. It's free. It's a free download. My free gift to you to get you started. You don't want to miss it. I'm up to my time right now, but I want you guys to know I'm running my company lean. I'm not building big websites and running, I'm running a couple ads on Facebook starting up this week, but that's just to reach more of you. But I'm not doing all the frills and thrills. The less I spend on stuff that I don't need to help you, the more time and value I can put into helping you, the more affordable it would be for you. Does that make sense? So when we reach out, I reach out to you, trust me. Yes, there's money involved. There's resources involved, but I can help more of you at the best price going as far as life coaching is concerned because I'm keeping my company lean. So the things that you guys are looking for credibility, you see it. You don't want to talk to me. You don't want to hear more of this. Of course you do. You don't want me being the guy to hold you accountable. You don't want to get a 6-month course curriculum to make sure that you have you get certified or you pass your class, and that at the end of the 6 months, you are much better. You are healed. You are counseled. You are rewired. Your habits are different. You're motivated. You got them vibes. You see the direction you're going in. Your plan is solid. Man, I'm the guy. So, a lot of you have been watching me for a long time. I appreciate it. And I will, me and my team, we're going to reach out to you. It's already in the works. We're dialing your numbers. We're hitting your inboxes up. I want to make sure that you have the best chance possible to achieve your 2024 goal. I'm Taibu Mu'addib, and that's the show. Remember, go to YouTube and subscribe. Like, post, and share. To watch the entire message, you know what the deal is. Let's go over here and get it right. I always give my YouTube people a little something extra. And that's because I appreciate you guys for tapping in with your subscriptions, getting that done right, following me. You guys have been following me for a while. That's a good deal. I appreciate it. So this morning, let's talk about something that's even more real. Your first step. All right. Your first step. What is it? That's why I ended off the show the way I did. I ended off the show the way I did because I want to know what your first step is. All right. I want to know exactly how you intend to go in a different direction. I want you to know why you're making that change. So I want you to be intentional. I want you to be intentional. When I'm starting on time, everybody's getting me the views that I need. I want to make sure that everybody knows what my production schedule is. I got to do it's on me. I got to do a better job of posting that and making it plain. But let me tell you this right now. Your first step is important. You haven't even taken the first step by just thinking I'm going to do something different. This first week, first couple of days, that transition is going to be tough and you're going to give up because you haven't taken the first step, because you're still letting external factors dictate what you do and don't do. Let's get to the effort. Let's get to the focus and the commitment. Download the EFC workbook. The link is in the description of this video. I'm Taibu Mu'addib. That's my time. Be good to yourselves and to everybody else. Be an asset of your community and never forget to smile and make someone's day. Taibu Mu'addib. All I do is motivate. Hashtag all I do is motivate when you're out there getting in shape or doing something different to be great. That's the show.